chai, everyone! Welcome to Masala Tea Spill.
Cute roses, let me ask you something. What does it actually take to survive Bollywood? Not just debut, but survive it. Because today's subject has been in the public eye since she was literally a child. She has been praised, she has been trolled, she has been compared to her father, compared to her peers, and compared to actresses who came before her. And yet, the verdict on Suhana Khan is still open. So today, we are going to look at this honestly. No hate, no blind defense, just a fair breakdown of where she is, what the real challenges are, and what the path forward might actually look like. Let's get into it. First, let's acknowledge reality. Suhana Khan entered the industry with a massive head start. Shah Rukh Khan's daughter, a Bollywood debut that was carefully planned, a built-in media presence, and a name that guarantees column inches before she even speaks a word. That is not a criticism. That is just true. And here is also true. Being born with privilege does not automatically mean success. Bollywood has seen plenty of star kids who debuted, disappeared, and are now doing other things with their lives. The name gets you the door. What you do inside the room is on you. So the question is not why she got the opportunity. The question is, what is she doing with it? Suhana's debut in the Archies was by design a soft landing, a group project. Multiple debut kids, so the pressure was spread across all of them. Zoya Akhtar directing, one of the most respected filmmakers in the country. And critically, it was a musical, which played to what we have always been told is Suhana's strength. Her dancing, her energy, her screen presence. Now, the responses were mixed. Some people genuinely enjoyed her. Others felt that she was still finding her footing on camera, that she looked aware of the camera in a way that pulled you slightly out of the moment. And I think, if we are being fair, both things can be true at the same time. She showed flashes of something interesting. She also showed that she is still growing. That is actually normal for a first film. What matters is what comes next. Now, the Vivo ad. This was her first major solo commercial. No group. Just Suhana, selling a phone in a music video style format. And look, I am going to be honest about what I observed, because that is why you're here. The ad had some things working against it from the start. The song was not particularly memorable. Music video style ads live or die on the energy of the main person in the frame. Think old Airtel ads. Think Pepsi campaigns from the 2000s. When the song is not strong, the performer has to carry more weight. Suhana's dancing has been praised a lot. And I believe she is a trained dancer. But in this specific format, she did not fully command the frame the way the ad seemed to want her to. Now, is that entirely her fault? Not necessarily. Choreography, direction, styling choices, editing, all of these play a role. A performer can only do so much with what they are given. But it is also worth noting, the ad did not generate the buzz that a debut solo commercial for a big name probably should have. That is just the reality of how it landed. Now this part I want to handle very carefully. Because it matters. In 2020, Suhana spoke about being bullied for her skin tone from a young age. And that conversation was important. Colorism in this industry is very real. It has affected countless actresses. Darker-skinned women who were told, explicitly or implicitly, that they needed to change how they looked to be acceptable. Bipasha Basu, Radhika Apte, Deepika Padukone, in her early years, they all navigated this. And they did not have the protective bubble of a famous last name. At the same time, and I think this is worth saying, there is a difference between speaking about colorism as a real, structural issue and colorism being brought up primarily in response to criticism of a specific piece of work. When Suhana's acting or her screen presence is critiqued, and the response that follows is centered on her skin tone, it does not fully address the original feedback. And it also unintentionally puts real colorism conversations in a box where they become associated with PR deflection rather than genuine advocacy. The issue deserves better than that. And Suhana honestly deserves better advocacy than that too. And while we are here, the fair and handsome situation is complicated. SRK has since spoken more critically about skin lightening products and has moved away from that association. But the years he spent endorsing that product, while colorism was simultaneously something his own daughter was experiencing, that contradiction is real and it is worth acknowledging. People compare Suhana to Alia Bhatt a lot. And I think the comparison is actually useful, but not in the way it usually gets used. Alia debuted with advantages too. Mahesh Bhatt's daughter, Karan Johar backing her. None of that is a secret. But Alia also had a very visible, very documented improvement arc. Student of the year, to highway, to Utta Punjab, to Razi. You can see the growth in real time. She took chances on difficult roles. She delivered in ways that surprised people who had written her off. That trajectory, that visible improvement, is what eventually shifted public opinion. The question for Suhana is whether she is on a similar trajectory. And right now, it is genuinely too early to say. She has had one film, one ad. The sample size is small, but the awareness of that trajectory matters. If the next few projects show visible growth, the conversation changes. If they do not, the questions will get louder. Okay, this one might surprise you. Ananya Pandai's early career was genuinely rocky. The memes, the coffee moment, the criticism, it was a lot. And a lot of it was fair, but something shifted. And I think it is worth understanding what. She started taking roles that pushed her. She stopped playing it safe. And most importantly, she has spoken about learning to let go of self consciousness on camera. That awareness of being watched, that guardedness. She worked to get past it. And the results are visible. This movie was a genuinely strong performance. People who had written her off completely started having to reevaluate. Suhana is not Ananya, but the lesson is the same for any young actor, especially one who grew up in the public eye. Self consciousness on camera is the enemy of screen presence. The audience can feel when a performer is thinking about how they look rather than actually being in the moment. And getting past that, getting comfortable enough to actually disappear into a character, that is the work. That is what acting school and theatre and experience are all for. Here is something worth thinking about. Almost every project Suhana has been associated with so far has had a very significant protection layer around it. Group debut, respected director, and her next big project, reportedly alongside her father. An SRK film is going to open regardless. His name is that powerful. Now, working with your family is not inherently a bad thing. It happens, and it can be a genuine learning experience. But for Suhana's own career, her own credibility as an actress independent of her surname, at some point she will need a project where the outcome is primarily dependent on her. Not SRK's name. Not a beloved director's reputation. Just her, in a role, doing the work. That is not a criticism. That is just the math of how audiences form their opinions. When that moment comes, and hopefully it will, that is when we will really know what Suhana Khan is capable of. Suhana Khan is not a failure. She is also not a proven success. She is a young actress who is still in the early chapters of her career, with enormous privilege, enormous pressure, real challenges, and real potential that we have not fully seen yet. What I want, genuinely, is for her to have a project that challenges her. A role that asks her to be uncomfortable. Work that she earns on its own terms. Because the audience does not need her to be Shah Rukh Khan's daughter. We already know that story. Okay, cute roses? Tell me in the comments. Do you think Suhana still has untapped potential? Or do you think what we have seen is what we get? I want your honest thoughts below. And if you are not subscribed yet, please hit that button. See you soon.
And thank you for watching, girlies.